So here we are in the Kapalama area of Honolulu, about 30 minutes from Waikiki on the bus, and I'm on my way to Savers. But first stop is Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen because we're having some spicy chicken tenders and shrimp combo. Yum. And there's kind of right next door to it, right across from it, Savers, as you can see here. And in my way to Savers, something I love about Savers is the huge walls they have of these bagged all kinds of different goodies in bags. They have 2 walls of this. It's a huge place. Today they have records. Sometimes they don't. We're in trouble. I'm seeing easy listening music. Here we go. I love this quilt. I don't need it. I just got a bed covering, but I do love this one. And we see books, and books, of course, we have to look. More books, and there's even more than what you're seeing. And CDs racks, one there, there's another, and there's another behind the DVD racks. All these shirts, Hawaiian and regular shirts mixed in, tons of shirts. So many Hawaiian shirts at Savers. So many. I always tell the pageant girls, too, you got to check Savers because Savers always has tons of evening dresses, and you never know. You can find something that you can, doctor up, add a little bit of bling to it, whatever, or even just like it is, alter it, get yourself a cheap dress. Yeah, my little shopping cart is getting very full. I need to go. And here I am, back on the bus to Waikiki from Kapalama. So here I am back at home and having a cocktail, relaxing on this Tuesday night. I'm having, what am I having? Svedka Cherry Limeade Vodka. I have a little assortment of mini bottles here someone gave me, very nice, with some tonic water. So it's kind of, I don't know, with tonic water it's sort of semi-medicinal or something, right? Anyway, this is not the cheap lounge, but make yourself a drink, sit down for a spell, because I have a rather embarrassingly large haul. And not only that, I'm going to combine it. I'm going to be showing 2 hauls because yesterday I had a doctor's appointment in the morning with my neurologist, MS doctor. Everything's fine, it's normal, twice a year check-in. And the Goodyear blimp is down the street. The Goodwill is down the street from there, and so I haven't been there in quite a while, and I decided I would go there. And I actually found some things there, not records. They never have records at that one. I don't know why. Maybe someday, but some other stuff they have. And I got some CDs, and I got a couple books. So I'm going to show those along with the big haul from Savers today. Senior discount, 30% off. I spent $88 at Savers, and I spent about $18 at Goodwill altogether. So, 100 and something. Anyway, let's look at what all I got, shall we? First off, what do we look at first? I say, let's look at shirts first. Let's look at clothing. Clothing's all from Savers. Now, I didn't get this shirt initially. I got other shirts, Hawaiian shirts, and this is not a Hawaiian shirt, but it kept getting stuck in my mind. I kept thinking, I kind of want that shirt. I don't know. It's not even super cheap, but it is 30% off, and I just want it, kind of, because it's funny. I think it'd be funny to wear at work. It's a Gucci shirt. It's $12.99 plus 30% off, so it wasn't super cheap, but Gucci, but not real Gucci. Definitely like fake Gucci. I love the orange of the emblems on it. And it's Gucci. Right? Yeah. I love it. Gucci Country Club or whatever on the back there. I just thought, I love orange, and I just thought this would kind of be funny to wear at the coffee bar or just wear around, whatever. So, a little expensive, but I did get it. Bunch of Hawaiian shirts I looked at and did not get, but I did pick up 3. And I know I haven't bought any in a long time because I have too many and whatever, but I don't know. It's interesting. I wasn't even going to go to Savers today. I thought, oh, I'm not going to go. They haven't had records in a long time. Not that I need any, but that's kind of the main draw for me always. And I just wasn't going to go. And I did other stuff, and it was later in the afternoon. And I was like, you know what? I am going to go. I want to get out of the house. So I went, and so much stuff. So much stuff. Okay, I got this shirt. It's just weird. This kind of Hawaiian shirt, safari shirt, whatever. So weird. From Tropical Tantrum, $7.99 plus the 30%. I just loved it, and it's really kind of ugly, and I love it weird at the same time. But it's all this jungle print stuff, okay? But not just jungle print. Like it's actually, I don't know if you can see that, but it's raised. Like it's pieces sewn together, and it's raised in between them. Yeah, like it's kind of so ugly and weird that I love it, you know? And I'm like, I have to have it. It's so me. This one I like. It'll be nice for traveling because it's that kind of polyester. But it feels good, and it doesn't wrinkle a lot. Like, they pack really well, and they're pretty easy to unwrinkle. I like the design on this one. Of course, I love orange, you know, but I also like the little designs on here, the hula girls and flower girls and whatever. And that was just Burnside brand, $7.99 plus 30% off. I like it. How do I look? And then this one. Again, this is, I like this kind of material. It's a little bit heavy, of a rayon. But I don't know, the colors and the print, it's very bright, and I love it. It feels kind of like flannel. Right, it's the kind that's somewhat heavy, feels like flannel, but the colors, the print on it, very colorful, really pretty. It's a must-have. Okay, those are my shirts that I bought. Okay, let's go alphabetical. Books. So at the, not at Savers today, but yesterday at Goodwill, I did pick up a couple of books. I never am intending to, but I cannot not look. And then I see something and I'm like, John, if you're interested, you got to get it because you're probably never going to see it again. Which might actually be a good thing at this point, but whatever. This is Serving Victoria, Life in the Royal Household. So this is, I think, 5 servants that served in Victoria's royal household, and it's just all about their life, their experiences, what all they had to do and what it was like. It's compiled from their own diaries and from letters and correspondence that they wrote to friends and family and loved ones. So I love that kind of stuff. Queen Victoria. This one by Charles Denson, Coney Island Lost and Found. Well, I love seaside resorts of all kinds, and you can't not get this, because I thought at first it was just like a history of Coney Island with pictures, but it's actually his personal history of this person grew up on Coney Island in the projects. There used to be projects on Coney Island from the city, from New York City, and it's his story of growing up there amongst all of the attractions and the people that worked at these various amusement parks, and then it's also history, not just his personal history, it's also history of certain features certain places, rides, parks that used to be, and the projects, what happened to the projects. So had to get Coney Island Lost and Found. Now for the books I got at Savers today. First up, I have read this, but it was decades ago and not a book you see very often, so I think I'm just going to get it and hang on to it. It's one I'll reread it also, but it's one to have. Probing Hawaiian History to Steal a Kingdom. This is I think by Michael Daughtry, autographed also. Kind of a story of the ending of the Hawaiian Kingdom, the beginning of the Republic of Hawaii and the territory of Hawaii. I'm not going to get all into the history of it, but this is more from a native perspective. It's a very controversial time, and to this day, a lot of anger and resentment, and what do you call it? I don't know. I guess like with American Indians, right? Same thing, like, yay, America, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Then I got some other books. So, I'm interested in spirituality, both organized religion and personal spirituality and all sorts of alternative spiritualities and Christianity. So I'm very interested in the subject. And I got a couple of books that were interesting to me. Adam, Eve, and the Serpent by Elaine Pagels. This is based on interpretations of Adam and Eve's story from Gnostic scriptures and the Gnostic viewpoint, which is, I guess, different from a conventional mainstream Christian interpretation. A couple of books by the same author here, Bart Ehrman. There's a book of his called Lost Christianities that I have not read yet, because I have piles and piles and piles of books. It's like a library in here, record and book. Misquoting Jesus, the story behind who changed the Bible and why. I'm very interested in Bible history, how it got all put together, what was left in, what was left out, what was altered, things were changed all over the place. Very interesting history of the Bible. So, yeah. And then this one, same author, God's Problem, How the Bible Fails to Answer Our Most Important Question, Why We Suffer. So, interesting. Okay, that's the books that I got. Let's move. Let me show you to this which I picked up. This was just, I don't know, one of those purchases you go, this is really stupid and I probably shouldn't get it, but it's calling my name. It's just a jewelry. I love weird tiki necklaces and whatnot. This isn't really a tiki necklace, but I just looked at it. It kind of made me laugh. Somebody made it because I just thought, like, I could see myself wearing it at work or something in the coffee shop in Waikiki and being like, ooh, ancient Polynesian necklace. Like, I don't know. It just kind of made me laugh. Like, I think I want it. It was only $2.99 plus 30% off, so, it wasn't going to break the bank. I picked it up.
Well, hello there. I'm Estelle. How you doing? I'm just sitting here. I'm just listening to this radio station called Radio Green Goddess. It's really marvelous, It's really great. It plays that, what do you call that kind of music? I forget what you calls it. New Age. I don't know when the New Age is coming. But I like this music. Yeah, I do. I like the music. And it's got the nature sounds in it, too. It's like the desert wind, and the jungle birds, the birds in the jungle, and the ocean waters, the waves. Yeah, the waves crashing in. Kind of reminds me of my time growing up in Coney Island, Oh, I know, I know. Is that the New Age music? I know what people say. Oh, Estelle, that's music to to be reading your tarot cards by, reading your poem, you know? That's what you're supposed to be doing, but no, I mean, hey, I ain't got nothing against it. I've done it before. I mean, a girl's got to make a living somehow, right? Coney Island. I mean, anyway, it takes me back to the good days, relaxes me, calms me down, goes well with an old-fashioned. So maybe you might want to check it out, too. It's called Radio Green Goddess. It's on live365.com. Yeah, right, it's not one of them old-fashioned, like, what do they call it? Territorial radio stations, terrestrial, extraterrestrial, something. One of them. No, it's like on the interwebs. It's on the computer. You can play it on your phone. The link is right down below in that description box. It's on live365.com, Radio Green Goddess. Listen, it's nice to talk with you. I could talk with you all day. We could chat all day, but I know you got things to do. So just listen. When you want to relax, listen to Radio Green Goddess, okay? And if you want me to read a crystal ball, I'll give you a discount, okay? Really.
Okay, let's look at CDs. First, let's look at CDs that I got at Goodwill, which I did pick up quite a few. They never have records there. They always have CDs. I don't know why. Let's see. First, let's look at the things I got a number of things for the Radio Green Goddess, New Agey music and nature sounds. I just recently picked up number 1. I didn't even know there was a number 2, so it's kind of interesting to see San Juan Suite number 2 by Michael Gettel. Oracle. This could be interesting. David Byrne, The Forest. Sometimes, you see something, you go, I don't know, what is this? This might be interesting. This might be something that could be New Agey or, mysterious or whatever. So you look them up, right? That's what I do. I mean, I look up on YouTube and see if there's any videos of their music or specifically what I'm looking at. And there was, and I heard some of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this will work on Radio Green Goddess. It's kind of symphonic, a little eerie, but kind of mellow. It's interesting. This one makes me laugh. I just got it because, whatever, we're going to use it. George Winston, of course, pianist. But Night Divides the Day, the music of the Doors. I suppose that could go on Moody Moon Music, but I think it's going to be more suited to Radio Green Goddess. And then this one, made for Radio Green Goddess, Mountain, Music and Natural Sounds from the film Mountain. Never heard of it. But Nature Sounds in Music composed by Van Manakis with Scott Kosu. That will be perfecto. And then this for Moody Mood Music. I like some of these CDs. They do of earlier light music from fairly well-known or well-known, eventually who ended up being well-known easy listening artists. This is one, Robert Farnon, who had the Robert Farnon Orchestra in later years, but this is early stuff of British light music. Light music is like not classical. It's kind of classical. It's not quite classical, but it's not quite, pop either. It's sort of in between. And those are usually interesting instrumental pieces. Okay, now for the CDs from Savers. First are a couple of CDs. They're not for me. They're for a friend of mine in the Netherlands who sends me some Hawaiian stuff from there, and I sent him some stuff sometimes, but I don't even know if he has these or not, or if he's interested in CDs, but I'm just going to send them in the next package that I send because I think they would interest him, and I doubt that he has access to them much in the Netherlands. From Delphi Records, who put out CDs, Pool Party and Jungle Jive. I already have this one, so yeah, I just thought he might like those. I do like to hear classical music sometimes, and I especially like to pick up when they're cheap like this, CDs of music I'm not familiar with, like lesser known composers that might be sort of nice, either chamber music or something that could be somewhat in the background while I'm reading and doing other things that's sort of nice. And this one was I don't even know how you say that. View Temps, Violin Concertos number 2 and 3. Don't really know anything about him or know that I've heard his stuff. So if I can get it for 30% off, then it's nice. This one I just picked up because, well, I don't know. Today there was quite a bit of surf music. I'm not really a surf music fan. And there was quite a bit of surf music there. And there was kind of a little voice telling me, you should be picking up all these surf CDs. I don't know. Not for me. I guess they could be resold. I don't know. But I didn't. I just didn't. This one I picked up because I thought, I don't know what it is. I didn't check it, you know, on YouTube or whatever, but the Reverb Syndicate Sputnik A Go-Go. And I really got it because when they were describing the musicians and the instruments, there was a theremin, and they had me a theremin. I was like, oh, okay, we'll get it. We're not going to check it out. And as it turns out, it's a surf band. I didn't know that. So yeah, surf band. I didn't hear any theremins. I skipped through a little bit to see if I could hear something, but I didn't hear any theremins, but they must be there somewhere. Then I think the rest of these are going to be ones for Radio Green Goddess, kind of new agey with or you know, nature sounds, whatever. This is Vanishing Voices. That combines like nature and sounds of different people in different places. Canticles of Ecstasy, Hildegard von Bingen by Sequentia. I just got this because I like her stuff and it's kind of cool to play on Radio Green Goddess. Schubert in the Rain by the London Symphony Orchestra and Mother Nature. I have some of the other ones in this series and it's great. Classical music with nature sounds. I don't know, Patrick Bernhardt, Atlantis Angelus. I had to get it. Just the contents, it looks like I want to know what, I want to hear this. I want to know what this is all about. And finally, I got one in a series or by the same company that looks sort of similar, except it has a baby on the front a little while ago. So this is another one in that series, Visions of a New Age. And this is very electronic, probably kind of cheap and budgety, and that's why I love it. CDs have their own budget labels too, you know, and this is kind of one. Yeah, Madison, out of Canada, budget label. All right, well, you know what that brings us to? That brings us to the records. So I got a lot of records. They haven't had records for ages. They had 1 million for a while, like all of a sudden for like 4 months or 5 months, they had crates of them. Crates and crates and crates of records. And Savers never had more than like this many records. And all of a sudden they were having like 3 or 4 or 5 crates of them. And I was going insane, buying hundreds of easy listening records. And then it just stopped like that and whatever. And I keep going back and looking, but you know, there have been a few here and there, but it never has a whole bunch. Well, today, yeah, I went in there and there were a couple of crates and I got 26 records. So I haven't organized these at all. So we're just going to kind of quickly go through them. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about all of them or whatever. This is kind of just to show you what I got. Most of this is for mood music. Couple things I will explain if they're not. Melody. This is Spanish. Melodies Célebres du Cinema with Ivan Casanova and his orchestra. I don't know. Had to get it. 101 strings, Spanish eyes. Yeah. I don't know. Picked this up for a friend of mine. I already have this, but he didn't, so I'm going to send it in the next package or whatever, which is Mike Douglas. My Kind of Christmas. That's a find for $1. That's basically what they are for me on Senior Citizen Day. That one's kind of a little... This one, had to get it because I love some Latin records, and this one is just, I love the cover. Rio, a wonderful city. I mean, I love that cover. You just, for the cover alone. There are a couple in here I did get just for the cover. Here's one. Well, not that I don't like gypsy music, but I just find this mesmerizing. Haunting Gypsy Melodies, the Hungarian Gypsy Orchestra of Bela Babai. Not Bella, what's it, Bella, who's the famous one? Bella Bartok, something like that? All these, I think there's a lot of made up names following that. Beautiful cover though, isn't that cool? Budget label, Stardust, though I don't know much about them, but I'll have to find out more. Product of Stardust Records, never heard of them. Pearl Bailey and the Ink Spots, not together. I assume not together, it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure they're singing separately. Yeah. Frank Sinatra, My Kind of Broadway. Okay, this one, Christmas record. I don't know, I toyed about whether to get it or not. Said, no, and then just like, oh my God, it's $1, just get it. Christmas music box memories. I do love music box. I have a lot of music box, and I have a fair amount of music box Christmas, and I just, you know, whatever, but I love it. I love it. 101 strings, Porgy and Bess. This is one I got for the cover. I mean, the music's gonna be good, I'm sure, but I just, it's, I love to like lay down with headsets and music and like lay down and just look at a record cover that I really like and sort of just get lost in the music and get lost in the cover, and it's just like a form of meditation for me, really, it is. Johann Strauss Jr. with the Pittsburgh Symphony waltzes and polkas, but I love this cover, I love the artwork. Beautiful. This one, I love the cover too. I primarily got it for that. It's just so sweet. Christmas greetings from Germany. Isn't that the sweetest thing? It's so pretty. Little winter wonderland. Guy playing his accordion. This was exciting to see. Roulette. Some jazz, really. Tyree Glenn with strings. And a very easy listening selection of songs here. Try a Little Tenderness. This should be good. The Musical World of Cole Porter on MGM, featuring the Starlight Symphony conducted by Cyril Ornadell. A gatefold nonetheless. Yeah. Never heard of the Starlight Symphony. Here's a grand award. This is a label associated with Enoch Light. Michael Todd's spectacular production of Around the World in 80 Days, performed by Enoch Light and his orchestra. It's kind of a find, I think. It's not a real common record. Another great cover. Love Sequence, Themes and Counter Themes by Morris Stoloff and his orchestra. I love painting. I think it's part of it. I love paintings. Okay, I just got this one. I don't know. Donny Osmond, because it has I Have a Dream, and I want to hear if that's the same I Have a Dream as ABBA sang and other people, but I love that song. I have a dream. I don't know if it's him or not. Now, I wasn't sure if I had this one or not. I don't think so. The Persuasive Trumpet of Irby Green. This is Command Gatefold. Beautiful. And I know I didn't have this one, the Persuasive Trombone of Irby Green, Volume 2. I know I didn't have that. These are good finds for $1. I mean, they're $1.49 on senior discount day. It's $1. Yeah. Here's one from somewhere else. Brazil. Orquestra Romantica La Tropicana. And the grand themes of cinema. Why not? Gotta get it. More Cole Porter Espanol. I don't have the first Espanol Cole Porter album, but we'll pick up the second. I never pass up Banana Muscuri if I don't have it, and I don't think I have this one. I'm sure I have some of these songs, but I just love her over and over. Can't get enough of her. This one I have picked up before, and it did not have the right record in it when I got it home. So I checked this one. Well, I checked them all to make sure, but I checked it, and so I did get it. Lights and Shadows, Al Nevins and his orchestra. I was excited to see this one. This is a medallion record, The Sound of Percussive Strings, Volume 2, the Frank Hunter Orchestra. That should be interesting, right? Percussive strings, I don't know. Yeah. Love this cover here. Alfred Newman and his orchestra, Serenade to the Stars of Hollywood. It's a lovely cover. Artwork on the back too. Okay, here's one. Definitely I got this for the cover also because I just love the artwork. It's two like 10-inch records that they put onto one long play record, which they did for a while when the 10-inch was sort of fading out. Dvorak, the Four Slavonic Dances, and Ionesco's Romanian Rhapsodies, Fabian Savitsky, and the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. But again, I love the cover, I love the color, and the artwork on here is just magical, and I love it. I just want to stare at it and listen to music. Then finally, I picked up Martin Gould and his orchestra, always interesting, music for summertime. 26 records, so that was quite a bit, but they were about $1 each. And actually, the truth is, I started doing Buy Me a Coffee because I'm doing some radio voiceover work, and I'm just attaching it to, like, you know, at the bottom of this video and other things for anybody that feels like they want to support the work that I'm doing, you know, to help out a little bit. They can buy me a coffee, which is cheap, like $5 or something, you know, little. And actually, I didn't really expect to. I was just kind of putting it out there for whatever, for this voiceover work that I'm doing that's kind of separate, but also to support the stations in the YouTube channel. And I actually got like $25 over the past week, which I was a little surprised. I'm like, I mean, that's great. But I guess I just figure, okay, well, I got 26 records, so it was $26. So y'all just kind of pay for that with Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you very much. Thank you. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed that. Check out my radio stations below. They're linked below. Let me know if you have any of these records, CDs, books, subject matter, whatever. We can have a little convo in the comment section. So I hope you had a good day, a good week to you, and we will talk to you in the next video. So subscribe if you want to see more, and press the notification button if you want to know the very second that I upload a new video. You can stop whatever you're doing, pull over on the highway, whatever, and just whoever you're visiting with, just be like, I'm sorry, stop, please. Kaiwaze has a new video and I have to watch it. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. We'll talk to you next time.